Hi guys, it's me. This is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA. And it's, what is it? I gotta check. Let me turn on my device and I'll tell you what it is. It is, it's 7:48 a.m. Central Daylight Time on April the 12th, 2016. It is 63.7 degrees Fahrenheit and overcast. I just walked outside and did my stretches. 1, 2, 1, 2. And it's nice. It is overcast. Humidity 83%. Wind out of the north-northeast about 3 miles an hour. So we got a little cooler weather today. High today is supposed to be 70. Tomorrow 71, 78, 81, 73. And the lows, 57, 56, 58, 63, 62. So we got some nice weather. Anyway, I'm getting a lot of comments lately. And some of them I respond to, online on the video that they were watching. And but anyway, there's a few that I'll address on this video. One guy commented that he was suggesting, it was a hell of a good suggestion, and I had thought about it, but he put it into a comment about, because I've been talking a little negative lately about not getting many views. I'm perfectly satisfied with the number of views I've been getting and the number of subscribers. I really am. I'm just, whenever I downplay this stuff, sometimes I'm just joking and people miss it. But he commented that, I might consider targeting the older market, since I obviously have some experience in that. And I thought about that. The downside of that is, number one, it's after age 65 on YouTube or above age 65, not many viewers. Not many. There aren't that many. There's a few, but there's not that many. And to target them is pretty difficult because the demographics are really scattered and they're all over the world. But anyway, I appreciate the comment. Thank you very much. One comment was about me going camping in my Prius, Toyota Prius, at age 70, and I was an inspiration to them. And let me say this about that. Age 70 is nothing. But as long as you've got your health, then you'll feel like doing those things. And how do you keep your health? Exercise, sleep, good diet, eat less, keep moving, deep breaths, and drink plenty of water, and do it every day. And, and that's about it. Eat less is the biggest thing. It's hard to eat less in our country because we have so much available. It's so easy to snack, and snacks are the killers. Snacking, if you broke down all of your meals into just a series of, say, 6 snacks during the day, that'd probably be okay. But when you eat your meals and then have 6 snacks, up your weight goes. So anyway, the reason I'm able to do these things is because of, knock on wood, my health is okay. Also got a comment from a gentleman, I think it was a man in Taiwan, said that he's camping and he goes camping in his Prius. And he's the same age I am, and way to go, dog. And that's good. And bear in mind that as you're watching me and I'm talking to you, that a lot of these views are people from other countries, and that's what I really like, because I was in the U.S. Peace Corps, and our mission, our overriding mission in the Peace Corps, was peace through understanding. Now, will we ever achieve worldwide peace? As long as there's resources in different places to be stolen, probably not. I mean, honestly, it's not the people. I mean, the people that are there, it's greed and all the other factors that come into play. But be that as it may, thank you for the comments. Keep them coming. I do appreciate it. It's like a pat on my back, and I like that. Doodle-doodle-doo. Oh, also, one of the things I was looking at this morning on the news. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's do it in alphabetical order. You get that, alphabetical order? Okay, we'll look at Roku first because it may be there, and that'll get me started, because it's a little comment about Donald Trump, and of course I'm for Trump or Bernie Sanders. Why? I've mentioned it before. Clinton does this. Well, that's a Clinton story. Hallelujah. Today is National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. You know, I don't know what to say about it. You know, all these holidays and national days are for one thing: to get you to go out and buy something. It's to move the money from your pocket to somebody else's pocket. And anyway, U.S. Navy officer charged with espionage. Well, I kind of figured that. Da 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 da. Okay, let me just get through this right quick. I don't see anything real interesting. That's the top news, and then they go down to news, which is more crap. Oh, also, one of the people suggested that, and I said this the other day. As far as my channel is concerned, I do this because I enjoy it. And, you know, I thought about doing a lot of things. I could do a lot of things. I mean, I could quit doing my tasting events and go traveling and just do videos all the time. I like doing the tasting events. I make a little money at it, and so I'm not willing to give that up. And in view of that, then these are the types of video I'll do for a while. Trump's kids can't vote for him in New York. Well, let me tell you something about that. I probably didn't even register to vote until I was 40. You know what I mean? I was out of it. You could have asked me who the governor of Texas was when I was 30 years old, and I probably couldn't have told you. I probably couldn't have told you who was president either. I mean, that's the way young people do, or at least they did. We were just completely, or I was completely, I was first generation off a little farm in Kennedy, Texas. Dumb as a stick, still am. But anyway, that's enough of that. There ain't nothing there. And so without further ado, notice my studio today. Without further ado, we'll go check the Google News, and then we'll get to a joke. I found some better jokes, if I can find them again. You know, they are really coming out against Trump, and the reason they're coming out against him so heavily is he's not playing by the rules. You know, and we'll get some more of that in just a second. Billionaires fund anti-Trump delegate push. What they're doing now, of course, he's learning the hard way what H. Ross Perot learned back in the 25 years ago, whenever it was. The system is set up to keep the good old boys in power, and you try to change that, and they're going to change you. But what they're doing on that by his delegates is they're paying them to change. You know, they're sending them on trips and all kind of shit. You know, so it pays to be a delegate, or it could. Electric car sales seem poised for big jump. Well, you know, electric cars are neat. I told you I drove the Nissan. It's called the Nissan Leaf. It's a neat little car. It's got a range of close to 100 miles, but in the winter, in cold weather, it goes way down, because even in my Toyota Prius, my gas mileage goes down in the winter about 15%, just because it's half battery, half motor. And but anyway, they are neat. I mean, I'd love to have one, but I've got to have at least a 300-mile range before you're going to get my attention, because the nearest charging station to me will be, it's not even built yet, will be over in Marble Falls, Texas. The local electric co-op is building a new building near there, and they're going to have a charging station for electric cars. And anyway, that's the thing on electric cars. What you might why you might soon text robots as often as your friends. You know, that's coming on, folks. You know, they've got some little home robot things. I don't know what they call them, home something. But they're pretty neat, and they're about $200. And, you know, you wake up in the morning and talk to it, and it gives you the news, the weather, and updates you on your email and all that stuff. And so, you know, it's happening as we speak, folks. It's happening. All this stuff that we thought about 25 years ago is happening. LSD makes the brain more complete. Yep. I remember in the 60s when I was a hippie type, there were some people doing LSD then. In fact, there's a lot of songs written in the 60s that were written about hallucinogenic drugs. Okay. Anyway, European big companies, da 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 da. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to skip some of this and just mention a couple of things. One of of course, I'm for Trump and Sanders. Okay, so I can use this as a forum to discuss that a little bit, and I will. Trump decided to run on the Republican Party as a Republican because he realized that running as a third-party candidate in the United States is just virtually impossible. We had another billionaire named H. Ross Perot try that about 25 years ago, and it didn't work out. In fact, he couldn't even get on the ballots in all 50 states. In fact, in Texas, it's almost impossible. As I recall, and I campaigned for Ross Perot because I wanted him to be president because he was against the NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, which he pointed out then, if it was passed, you'd hear a giant sucking sound in the U.S. because of the jobs leaving so quickly to go overseas and into Mexico. And he was right, because when it was passed, the jobs did go overseas and into Mexico, and our job base just went in a matter of 10 years. And the people that passed that knew that. So anyway, it's virtually impossible to run in the U.S. as a third party. Now, what Trump's going to think about, and I'm sure he's thinking about it now, is that if things don't go right or his way at the convention in June or July this year, then he's going to want to run as a third-party candidate. If he does, he's beat. I hate to tell you, because he won't have time to get on the ballots in all 50 states because they will make it impossible. He will not be able. It won't happen. It won't happen. So anyway, we'll see. Will there be riots? Yeah. Oh yeah. There's going to be riots either way. I mean, the blacks are going to riot no matter what. Okay, that's their thing. And in fact, they're having a GOP convention in Cleveland, Ohio, so you know there's going to be riots there. If you got blacks around and it's a big city, riot. Because that way they can break into liquor stores, furniture stores, and get free TVs, free booze, and maybe steal a car. Who knows? That's the whole scam. And not most, there's a small percentage that are paid to get everybody stirred up because that's how they make a living. That if you're living off stirring up riots, then you got to go stir up riots. But be that as it may, a third party for Trump won't work. Perot tried it, and in Texas you got to have 250,000, I believe, notarized signatures. It's just ridiculous. And then it goes to a committee in Austin and has to be approved. So it's serious. So where are we at here? Let's look at, Hillary Clinton, blah, 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 AT, Verizon's, T-Mobile. Check out Elio Motors. I know I've said that before. It's a cute little old car. I hope they do produce it. The internet's going to speed up, that's for sure. Okay, let's go up here and we're going to check out. I found one yesterday. It was called, here it is. Some of these were pretty good, as I recall. Anyway, Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA, still the same old idiot he was yesterday. Now the dark side of the moon's on both eyes. Yo! This is shit, isn't it? You'd think I'd get a better lighting, but I'm not. Okay, this is the one. Here's one right here. You'll like this. A boy is selling fish on a corner. To get his customer. Now, these are religious jokes, by the way. I don't know, it'll take you a while, but you'll get it. A boy is selling fish on a corner. To get his customer's attention, he is yelling, "Damn fish for sale! Damn fish for sale! Get your damn fish here." A pastor hears this and asks, "Why are you calling them damn fish?" The boy responds, "Because I caught these fish at the local dam." The pastor buys a couple of fish, takes them home to his wife, and asks her to cook the damn fish. The wife responds, surprised, "I didn't know it was acceptable for a preacher to speak that way." He explains to her why they are damn fish. Later at the dinner table, he asks his son to pass the damn fish. His son responds, "That's the spirit, Dad. Now pass the fucking potatoes." Huh? Okay. Here's another one. It's another religious joke. There was a preacher who fell in the ocean and couldn't swim. When a boat came by, the captain yelled, "Do you need help, sir?" The preacher calmly said, "No, God will save me." A little later, another boat came by and a fisherman asked, "Hey, do you need help?" The preacher replied again, "No, God will save me." Eventually, the preacher drowned and went to heaven. The preacher asked God, "Why didn't you save me?" God replied, "Fool, I sent you 2 boats." Here's another quickie. This is not bad either. What do a Christmas tree and a priest have in common? Their balls are just for decoration. Okay. This was kind of cute too. It's a little hard to say, but this is not a religious. Well, maybe it is. Yeah, it is. It is. This girl's apparently in a religious school, Sunday school thing. But anyway, Josie, a girl, wasn't the best pupil at Sunday school. She often fell asleep, and one day she was sleeping. The teacher asked her a question. Who is the creator of our universe? Joe, who was sitting next to Josie, decided to poke her with a pin to wake her up. Josie jumped and yelled, "God Almighty!" The teacher congratulated her. A little later, the teacher asked her another question. Tell me who is our Lord and Savior. Joe poked Josie again, and she yelled out, Jesus Christ! The teacher again congratulated her. Later on, the teacher asked, what did Eve say to Adam? What did Eve say to Adam after their 26th child? Joe poked Josie again, and she shouted, if you stick that thing in me again, I'll snap it off and stick it up your ass. After 26 kids, I can imagine. Okay. A man is talking to God. How long have we been here? Oh, we're not bad. A man is talking to God. God, how long is 1,000,000 years? God answers, to me, it's about a minute. God, how much is $1,000,000? To me, it's a penny. God, may I have a penny? Wait a minute. You got it. You get it. You get it. You get it. Wait a minute. 1,000,000 years. Okay, we'll do a couple more. We'll get out of this shit. But the reason I do the jokes in the morning, or you don't get these probably in the mornings, but if you happen to view them in the mornings, that's why I do them, is because laughter is the best medicine. I promise you. A good attitude A smile on your face will help you in everything you do. I promise you. I guarantee you, when I'm doing my tasting events, if I just remember to smile, the whole thing goes better. Or when I'm around people, just smile and laugh. Laugh. Laughter is contagious. Enough said. I haven't read this one before, so I'm not sure how this one's going to work out. Oh, no, I've already read that. Never mind. I did read that one. I read that one too. No, I read that one too. Ah, I read this one too. This is pretty good. And this will be the last one. Okay. You have passed the test, folks. Mother Superior tells 2 new nuns that they have to paint their room without getting any paint on their clothes. One nun suggests to the other, hey, let's take off all our clothes, fold them up, and lock them in the corner. And lock the door. I'm sorry, and lock the door. So they did this and began painting their room. Soon they hear a knock at the door. They ask, who is it? Blind man. The nuns look at each other, and one nun says, hell, he's blind, so he can't see. What could it hurt? They let him in. The blind man walks in and says, hey, nice tits. Where do you want me to hang the blinds? Not bad, not bad. Okay, that's enough, folks. We're going to get out of this shit. You made another day. But anyway, as far as changing the channel, I'm not going to do anything. Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Am I going to make any money out of this anyway? No. So, you know, just doing it for fun. I get a few comments. I get a few subscribers. So I am not bitching, okay? Did I miss anything? I probably did. I got some good comments. So one comment about being, 70 and still camping in a Prius or still going camping. That's good. But, you got to keep moving. If nothing else, if you don't want to travel, just get outside and take a walk. Or option 2, if you live in a city or a small town preferably, where you can, drive into the downtown area if it's safe, and walk around the courthouse or the downtown area, do it. It's amazing what you'll see that you've never seen before. We don't see anything when we're driving down the highway. We really don't. When you're walking, you start to see things. But anyway, enough said. I got to go to town again today. I got to go 8 miles into town and 8 miles back. Anyway, thumbs up to you guys. Thumbs up. It's 8:18, so I know it's time. But be that as it may, thumbs up. Enjoy your day. Carpe diem. Seize the day, I think is what that means. Almost kicked it over. But anyway, adios amigos. Vaya con Dios. Whatever. Anyway. Bye.